And good afternoon, everyone. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. My name is Jim, and this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. This is a directed network, and I am net control. If at any time during this net, should an emergency arise, please notify net control, and we'll stand by and allow those in need to access this frequency. Is there any priority or emergency traffic at this time? And hearing nothing, we will continue. This net is all about ham radio and being all that you can be. That's what our Qso-Vlog network is all about, trying to help people achieve the best sounding station possible. Thanks for dropping by. FYI, my background is 50 years in commercial broadcasting, where a lot of big bucks are spent on audio processing equipment and getting it set up correctly to get the best sounding station possible. Well, long story short, when I became a ham radio operator, I could hear immediately a large discrepancy in on-air technical proficiency. A lot of stations were running with very poor mic equalization, very muddy, with little articulation. And as I continued to work stations, I realized most of the stations were also running very low average peak modulation, many around 30% of average peak modulation. So with my background, I felt I could help, or at least try. I knew that most modern-day ham transceivers did have enough onboard processing equipment to be able to overcome most all of the problems. So it would just be a matter of developing a generic dynamic range setup procedure and then adjusting the onboard EQ gear. And so I started the Qso-Vlog network with the phrase, if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. And today we're currently featuring over 3,400 Qso-Vlog Aircheck recordings. And you can access these recordings by going to YouTube and doing a call letter search for KC9VKV followed by the word logbook. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor followed by the word logbook. And we also have a newer series called KC9VKV Highlights. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor followed by the word highlights on a YouTube search. These are some of our less technical and more human nature philosophical kinds of QSOs. That's KC9VKV followed by the word highlights on a YouTube search. Both KC9VKV Logbook and KC9VKV Highlights are segments of our main YouTube homepage of Jim's Radio Story, where we celebrate a 50-year career in commercial broadcasting. A 50-year journey from a 5-watt pirate radio station as a 12-year-old to production director of a major 50,000-watt AM broadcast facility. And the thing that makes this truly a unique story is that I have all the actual masters from all along the way. Over 2,600 shows, including many full-length major music concerts and radio documentaries. You'll have to check it out and subscribe. Jim's Radio Story on a YouTube search. Our mission statement for the Qso-Vlog network is to establish a higher technical level of radio transmissions of the human voice by the intelligent utilization of available electronics in current amateur radio transceivers. Our setup, while generic in nature, converts the average 10 dB dynamic range transmitter with an average 30% of peak modulation to a much fuller 3 dB dynamic range with an average 80 to 85% of peak modulation. This substantial boost in audio transmit level is extremely beneficial in high noise levels and heavy QRM. It allows you to punch through when others fail. The second part of our transmitter setup has to do with proper mic equalization. We're looking to optimize the transmitted voice for a higher level of intelligibility through the use of EQ patterns that bring out the articulation aspects of the human voice. Again, why need to hear the voice if you can't understand the words? Also this afternoon on the receive side, we're running 5 Internet SDR receivers, monitoring New York, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Virginia specifically, and in addition we're running our newer number 5 Hocus Pocus Internet SDR receiver, loaded with 50 additional pre-programmed Internet SDR locations spread out over 20 states across the eastern half of the United States, trying to get the best copy from our 100-watt friends. Now, the audio from these 5 SDR receivers comes up on a 6-position rotary selector. Also on this selector is our local receiver audio. And today, our local receiver is running 3 large 10-foot vertical magnetic loop antennas. One aimed at 0 degrees, one aimed at 90 degrees, and the number 3 is aimed at 134 degrees. These are run as a directional scanner array with a manual voting system 6-position rotary selector. Also today on the transmit side, we'll be running our no SWR, specially oriented, resonant tuned dipole antenna. One leg of this resonant tuned dipole antenna runs broadside to Montreal, Canada. The other leg runs broadside to Miami, Florida. As we were constructing our station, our mantra was 20 over from Montreal to Miami with a hotspot through the Carolinas. And although conditions may vary, the general performance of this antenna supports its mission. Also today we'll be running our input source indicator, so when we switch from an internet SDR receiver to our local receiver, you'll be able to see the switch and hear the switch. You'll have to check it out on our YouTube Qso-Vlog video. And as we come together for another Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network, let us pause just a moment for the amateur radio operator's prayer. Lord, we pray for clear 20 over S9 communications today, that all our transmissions fill the air and reach their destinations QSA5 to be understood by all. And as we pray for good radio conditions, let us also pray for good human conditions. We pray that you will protect everyone, especially our elderly. And also, Lord, we seek your divine intervention to bring peace to a very divided United States. As we go through a very conflicting time in America's history, with dark clouds all around, we pray that you'll reduce life's daily political QRM between our brothers and sisters. And through your love and guidance, show us the way to find peace and harmony. Help us to communicate with one another 20 over S9. Thank you, Lord, and God bless and protect America. Amen. To continue, since this part of the band has many nets trying to operate in a very confined area, I would appreciate all stations checking into our Qso-Vlog net to keep their band pass to no wider than 100 to 2900. And again, please, no wider than 100 to 2900. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. And now, with all that being said, let's open it up and see who's out there, and see if our Elmer's out there. N9GTO. How about it, Lou?
Yes, sir. On deck.
All righty. You'll be with us today?
The whole day, sir.
All righty. What's been going on out that way?
Oh, just trying to get used to this 7760 ATCOM.
Roger, Roger. Well, I think you have it under control now. Earlier it was a little strange, but I think you got the bugs worked out now, Roger.
I certainly hope so, Tim. N9GTO in the group.
Roger, Roger. All right. Let's move along here. See who might be out there. This is KC9VKV along with Lou N9GTO, my Elmer, and we're looking for somebody that might need a setup on their radio. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Give me a shout. And this is W2 United, Florida, Ontario.
Roger, Roger. And what's the name there?
Roger, Roger. And what's the name there? The name here is Mark. Location is North Carolina. I'm about 21 miles south of the Virginia border. Over.
Roger, North Carolina, Mark. And what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger, North Carolina, Mark. And what radio are you running today, sir? I'm using currently a Yaesu FTDX101 Delta. Amplifier is a Mercury Lux running about 450 watts. And the microphone is a Shure SM7DB with an off-center fit dipole.
Roger, Roger, Mark. Well, usually the first thing we do on our setups is suggest you might check your transmit bandwidth. We're looking for it to be in that wide mode, 100 to 2900. That gives your transmitter the opportunity to be all it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. So we're looking for 100 to 2900 on your TBC, Roger?
100 to 2900 on your TBC, Roger? Roger, Roger, that's what I always run, over.
Excellent, excellent. Then to your compressor processor, and we're looking for just a token amount out of that on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Just like I say, you never hear it on the air, but it helps us right at the end to make the numbers. So compressor processor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger.
On at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger. Exactly, that's about where I'm sitting, over.
Roger, Roger. Then onto your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, where you become a human test tone generator, we're only listening for the first part of that word. We don't care about the second part, but it gives you a chance to generate a tone from your voice and just your mic level until your ALC is running 7 or 2/3, Roger.
Is running 7 or 2/3, Roger. That is correct. And if I go audio, I'm running about just shy of 2/3.
Excellent, excellent. And so now, why don't you tell me about your antenna system, and in about 10 seconds or so, and let me listen to your audio for a minute.
In about 10 seconds or so, and let me listen to your audio for a minute. Okay, very good. Yeah, currently it's about 140 foot in length. About 40 foot up in the air, feeding it with 450 ohm ladder line. Got a 4-to-1 Ballon right outside the shack. That feeds into Ballon right outside the shack. That feeds into through the building with about 3 feet of coax connecting to the radio.
Roger, Roger, Mark. Well, I got a chance to go down to my local receiver, 7300, on a dipole around Louisville, Kentucky, and you sounded just beautiful. So I think your EQ curve is just spot on, Roger.
I think your EQ curve is just spot on, Roger. Okay, well, thank you very much. Yeah, this microphone is actually a friend of mine just loaned it to me. He was not happy with it on his podcasting, and said, why don't you give it a shot, and if you like it, Merry Christmas,
Oh, well, you can't beat that. Now, the only thing that could beat that, and we've been promoting this time after time, is a foam windscreen over the microphone. You know, the problem is with the voice, you have as you speak words, you have an audio level, and then you have sometimes wind velocities of 3, 4, 5 times hotter than the actual word. So what we want to do in trying to prevent these wind velocities from getting to our microphone diaphragm is to direct them away, and a foam windscreen does exactly that. It takes these wind currents away from your mic element so it doesn't represent any distortion. So if those were to come into the diaphragm, it would overpower and sometimes very much distort the words. So by channeling those wind velocities away from the mic element, you have just crystal clear audio, Roger.
Mic element, you have just crystal clear audio, Roger. Roger, Roger. Yeah, actually, I'm running a windscreen, and I'm trying to keep my basset hound from helping modulate the audio here, over.
Roger, Roger. Well, anything other than your voice is distortion, so you've got a distorted dog, Roger.
You've got a distorted dog, Roger. Yeah, he gets. I guess it's his walk time. Normally he's. Let me. As you can hear him. Stop it. As you can hear him, he tends to overdrive the system, over.
Roger, Roger. Well, he's got you beat on amplitude for sure, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Well, he's got you beat on amplitude for sure, Roger. Yeah, that's for sure. And I'll tell you a quick funny story, and I'll let you roll along. A few months back, I was working Vox, and I didn't realize it. I had walked out of the room to do something, and he started hearing the noise, somebody talking on the radio, and he started barking. And lo and behold, I came back in the room, and I realized he was doing a great job of transmitting, over.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Yeah, well, they tend to try to, get in the captain's seat when the captain's not there, Roger.
Get in the captain's seat when the captain's not there, Roger. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, well, very good. I do listen to you from time to time, and I appreciate the information. I will look for myself on YouTube, And I'm going to probably have to make this a little shorter because Samuel Adams here is gnawing on my arm, and he wants to go out for a walk. Over.
Oh, Roger. Well, don't be late, man. He'll he'll have you walking the plank here, Roger.
He'll have you walking the plank here, Roger. That's for sure. Worse than that, he'll be taking over the. We'll have to run the test again with him howling and make some adjustments on the audio gain. Over.
Roger. Well, 73, Mark. Good to talk at you, sir. And like I say, this will be, if you go to YouTube, do the call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. It'll take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in the series of 3500, and I'll have it uploaded hopefully by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Good. And I'll have it uploaded hopefully by noon tomorrow, Roger. Okay, very good. Well, thank you, and listen, have a pleasant day, and I will be listening in the background, and enjoy your weekend from W2UFO.
Roger, Mark, 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. If you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, KC9VKV, and we've got Lou Myelmer over there in 9GTO. Lou, you there?
We've got Lou Myelmer over there in 9GTO. Lou, you there? I'm here.
Roger, I just went to my local antenna. You're there more than where you were, because I was on Pennsylvania, I guess.
Roger. Yeah. UFO had an awesome sounding station. I believe he's talked to me on AM before. I'm almost positive in 9GTF.
Roger. All right, so let's move along. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
I hear somebody back in there, but they are below my noise level. They are absolutely a couple of dB below my noise level wherever I go. So, but maybe try it again and see if we can make contact. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, and that station calling. Try again, please.
Qso-Vlog net, and that station calling. Try again, please.
Alpha Kilo 4, Sierra, Quebec.
It's Alpha Kilo 4, and what's the rest? Give me the call sign again, please.
Kilo 4, and what's the rest? Give me the call sign again, please.
Alpha Kilo 4, Sierra, Quebec. Alpha Kilo 4, Sierra, Quebec.
Sierra, Quebec, Roger, what's the name?
Sierra, Quebec, Roger, what's the name?
Dan here. Delta Alpha November. Dan.
Roger, Dan, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Virginia, and you're
Roger, Dan, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
OK4SQ.
Roger, copy Virginia, is that a Roger?
Roger, copy Virginia, is that a Roger?
Roger, Lynchburg, Virginia.
Roger, Dan, and what radio are you running today?
Roger, Dan, and what radio are you running today?
I'm on just out of the box about 4 days, Yaesu FTDX 101D, and so anyway, I'm getting to know it, and happy to get any feedback that you can offer. And let me copy your call sign again, sir. I'll apologize for that.
That's Roger, Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. KC9VKV, name is Jim, Juliet India Mike, and on our setup, the first thing is to be sure we're in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. It's called wide. 100 to 2900 gives your transmitter the opportunity to be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation, Roger.
Daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation, Roger.
All right, I'll check that out. I appreciate it, Jim.
All right, do you know where that is? We could go ahead and do that, or just do you want to take notes?
Do you know where that is? We could go ahead and do that, or just do you want to take notes?
Yeah, I'll see if I can do it. If you want to move on, I'll jump into my menu and check it out.
Roger, we should be settings, transmit sideband in that area. Roger, roger.
Sideband in that area. Roger, roger.
Or it might be simpler just to take notes since you're fairly new with that radio, Roger.
Notes since you're fairly new with that radio, Roger.
All right, I'll take notes. Thanks, Jim. AK4SQ.
Yes, sir. Okay, so you want to be in that wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, TBW, and that's usually you have a selection there of maybe 3 different transmit bandwidths, and a lot of folks just go ahead and make all of them the same, that wide, so there's no possibility for it to shift to a lesser bandwidth. So we want 100 to 2900, lets the transmitter be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're talking to somebody else that they don't want to talk to you, or you don't want to talk to them. Anyway, so moving from that to your compressor processor, we want that on, and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, just a very light amount of compression there, 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
Compression there, 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
Roger, I just cut the processor on and changed the transmit bandwidth as you suggested. Any improvement? AK4SQ.
Oh, yeah, now you're a 3 on your compressor processor?
Oh, yeah, now you're a 3 on your compressor processor?
I'll have to check that. Hold on.
Yeah, a 3 is almost imperceptible as far as somebody saying, hey, you're wanting a compression. But a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, you'll never hardly hear that on the air, Roger?
30 out of 100, you'll never hardly hear that on the air, Roger?
All right, that's 30 out of 100 right now. Any improvement? AK4SQ.
Roger, now let's go to your ALC with mic gain in hand, and as you say the magic word audio, you become a human test tone generator, and what we want is for your ALC meter to be reading in the sweet spot, which is 7 or 2/3. So as you look at your ALC meter and you say the word audio, spoken just as you would speak any other word, and a QSO, just don't stress it, just say it, and adjust your mic level control until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3, Roger?
Until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3, Roger?
All right, I'm looking at my ALC meter. Hold on. That's about 3/4 or 2/3. Well, anyway, the upper half. It's not slamming to the far end, but anyway, let me do my gain just a bit. Check. Any improvement, Jim?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, and I would also suggest at this time that if you get a chance sometime in the future of getting a foam windscreen to fit over that mic, it would just be the final touch of elegance in your audio. The foam windscreen just takes any amount of air pressure and moves it away from the mic element before it represents a problem. So the mic only has to deal with your voice and not these wind currents that are also coming at it from your mouth, Roger?
These wind currents that are also coming at it from your mouth, Roger?
Goes on there, but when I put it on, they have an attachment goes on there, but when I put it on, I was getting some feedback, so I'll have to tweak that a little better before I get into that.
Should not have any monitor on. If you have a monitor in your radio, turn it off, because what happens is, regardless of, unless you happen to be wearing earphones or earset, it just represents a problem, and usually winds up getting into your audio and just diffusing it or making it more or less what it should be. So make sure all your monitors are off, and then you shouldn't have any problem putting that foam windscreen on the mic, Roger?
You shouldn't have any problem putting that foam windscreen on the mic, Roger?
All right, monitor is off. I'm sorry, monitor is off, and the little attachment that goes on the end of the mic is on. So, any improvement there?
Yes, sir. Now, do you know where your EQ page is on that radio?
Do you know where your EQ page is on that radio?
Affirm.
All right, let's go there. You sound a pretty, like, mid-rangey. We might want to crank in a little bottom and a little more top, depending. Now, what kind of an equalizer does that radio have? Is it like a 3-band? And do you have a P set of controls? Since you have your processor on, many radios default to a P set of EQ controls. Roger?
Many radios default to a P set of EQ controls. Roger?
Yeah, I'm not sure. This is I believe it's a parametric equalizer, and it's got 1, 2, and 3. So I guess it's low, mid, and high, and it's got all kind of settings here for. Let's see. I guess it's receive, transmit, or RC, and TRC. No, it's TRC. They're all TRC. I'm sorry. But anyway, EQ1 level, EQ1 bandwidth, EQ2 frequency, EQ2 level, and probably bandwidth after that. So it's got a lot of settings. So I'll just have to play with it, maybe with my headphones on. Maybe I'll do that.
We can run through that real quick. That center EQ control should be flat, plus or minus 0, neither cut nor boost, or off if you have an off, Roger. It's the center EQ control, mid-frequency EQ should be plus or minus 0 or off, Roger.
It should be plus or minus 0 or off, Roger.
It is off. It says PRM, TRC, EQ2 freak off. So I hope that's what we're talking about.
Yes, sir. Okay, now go to the treble EQ control, and do you have the ability to select the frequency? Can you select 22.7 kilohertz on that treble EQ control?
2.7 kilohertz on that treble EQ control.
Goes from 0 to 1500, and it's from off to 1500 hertz. It's the EQ2 frequency.
Now it should be the EQ3. It should be the treble. EQ2 is the mids. Roger?
EQ3 should be the treble. EQ2 is the mids. Roger?
All right, going to 3. Sorry.
Okay, so if you can control the frequency of EQ3, we want that at 2.7 kilohertz. 2.7 kilohertz, Roger?
That at 2.7 kilohertz. 2.7 kilohertz, Roger?
All right, it's at 2.7. I'm going to back out of the whole thing and see what happens.
Stay right there, because we got work to do. And what's the max boost rate that you can go? Can you go plus 7 on that? Plus 10?
You can go. Can you go plus 7 on that? Plus 10?
In other words, it has a boost limit. You can only boost that frequency so much, and so I'm looking for plus 7 over where you were. Plus 7 clicks hotter than where you were on that 2.7, Roger?
Clicks hotter than where you were on that 2.7, Roger?
All right, well that's maxed out at, the number is 10, the reference number, and it says TRC EQ3 level, so I guess that's what we're talking about.
Yes, sir, and we just want just a 7-click boost on that right now, Roger. 7 clicks hotter than what you were earlier, Roger.
Hotter than what you were earlier, Roger.
Okay, I'm not sure where it was. I know the default is 5, and the max is out at 10. So, but I'm not sure where I was to start with now that I've twisted the knob. But like I say, the default on the radio is 5, and it maxes out at 10. So now I'm at 10. I don't know if that to activate something. I think I have to back out of the menu, but I'll see.
All right, so then do you have a width control? Can you make it a 4 width at 2.7 kilohertz with a 4 width, Roger?
2.7 kilohertz with a 4 width, Roger.
All right, that's 4 bandwidth for EQ2 bandwidth.
EQ3, sir, the treble. We're working only on the treble right now, Roger.
We're working only on the treble right now, Roger.
EQ3 on the treble, Roger.
EQ3 on the treble, Roger.
Roger, all right, that is 4 right there.
All right, sir, so your EQ2 mids are flat or off, Roger, Roger?
So your EQ2 mids are flat or off, Roger, Roger.
So yeah, I guess 0 is what we want. It's on 0. The EQ2. So I guess that's the middle. Yes, sir.
Roger, Roger. So it's neither cut nor boost. It's flat. All right. So then let's go to the low side on the bass EQ. And where is that right at the moment, sir? What is that bass reading right at the moment?
Right at the moment, sir. What is that bass reading right at the moment?
Frequency is off, and EQ2 level is 5, and EQ1 level is 5, EQ1 bandwidth is 10.
All right, so we want the bandwidth of EQ1, the bass, at a 4, the bandwidth 4 on equalizer 1, the bass control. Roger, Roger.
Equalizer 1, the bass control. Roger, Roger.
All right, that's 4 bandwidth on EQ1.
All right, sir, and then we want to come up 2 clicks boost from where it is. Roger.
2 clicks boost from where it is. Roger.
All right, went from 5 to 7 on the level, EQ1 level. Roger, AK4SQ.
Alrighty, and then so why don't you give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system, and let me listen to your audio.
Tell me about your antenna system, and let me listen to your audio.
All right. At the moment, I have an amp right here. I'm supposed to run barefoot. At the moment, I have an amp, but it's not in action right now. And I have an off-center fed dipole up in a tree. Probably been 35 feet at the peak. So, and I'm lucky to have that because I'm running out of trees there. I started out with probably 15 trees, and now I'm down to 2 trees and 1 dead tree that my wife wants to take down. So, trees are getting precious around here. AK4SQ, any help?
Okay, yes, sir. And so what you need to do is to adjust your microphone similar each time. In other words, the proximity to mic and your level should be consistent all the time. Because what happens is if you change distance to the microphone, you thin out or you get heavy. It's called proximity effect, and it as you're closer to the element, you have a bass buildup, and then when you pull away, you thin out. So, probably the consistency is the most important thing to addressing that microphone. Just be very consistent with, how you work that mic. Roger?
Consistent with,
A lot of sense. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I understand that. So I'll try and standardize my position.
Roger. And the other thing would be, there's a couple of things. The other thing is, I would leave my ALC meter out. And you got to have something to do as you talk to your friends and neighbors around the world. So you have your ALC meter out, and the game is to keep your voice in the sweet spot, which is 7 or 2/3, as much as possible. So you may have to touch up your mic level just a tad. Matter of fact, let's go and reset the mic level on your ALC now, because we have messed with the equalization. So anytime you make a change in the chain of consequences as far as the audio chain is concerned, it will have an effect back on your ALC. So we did do some pretty extensive EQing. So we're back on our ALC meter. As you say the word audio, adjust your mic level control until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. Roger?
until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. Roger?
Roger. I'm changing my mic gain. I guess that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes, sir. Your mic gain controls your ALC, and we want that ALC to be in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3 as much as possible. So that's why I'm suggesting that you leave your ALC meter out as you talk, and over a period of time, you'll develop a relationship with your ALC meter, and you'll be able to keep that right in the sweet spot all the time. Roger?
And you'll be able to keep that right in the sweet spot all the time, Roger?
Roger, that makes such sense, and thank you for that advice. Somebody with you, maybe see, I think, competing with you, maybe see who that is.
Set it at 100, over.
Repeat?
The compression, he had it set at 100. You need to set it on 30 on the compression, over. Set it on 30. All right, thank you. Back to Jim Park.
100, yes, sir.
Thank you. Back to Jim.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, so Dan, this is KC9VKV, and you were at 30 out of 100, Roger?
You were at 30 out of 100, Roger?
Affirm, that's where I am right now.
Okay, so we've still got a lot of mids in there. I'm not sure exactly why. Come up on your number one equalizer, the bass. Add 3 clicks boost to the bass, and let's see what that does. So it's +3 from where you were on your bass EQ number 1.
It's +3 from where you were on your bass EQ number 1.
That's 9 right there. The EQ1 level went from 7 to 9.
Okay, now I have a question for you. You're on your P set of controls. You're on your P set of controls, Roger?
Your P set of controls. You're on your P set of controls, Roger?
Yes, it says PRMPRC. Let me go down all the way. And no.
Not on your P set of controls?
Not on your P set of controls?
I have not been on, but I'm seeing them way down the menu down below. Yes, sir. So I might need to transcribe everything back from what I did before. I understand that.
Okay, sir, we can do that quickly. All right, so that EQ2, your mids should be off or flat. EQ2, your mids should be off or flat, Roger?
EQ2, your mids should be off or flat, Roger? EQ2, or the P-EQ2 level is 0 right now.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so then let's go to EQ3, your treble. We want to convert that to a 2.7 kilohertz. 2.7 kilohertz on 3 EQ control, and plus 7 as far as the level 7 clicks above where you are on your EQ3 treble control, Roger?
On your EQ3 treble control, Roger? Alright, the level was at the 10, and that's the top, so I can't go any higher on that. It goes from, well, it goes way down, negative 20 up to positive 10, and it's set on positive 10 right now for the EQ3 level.
Okay, let's review, because I'm hearing some more mids. So that EQ2, your mid EQ control is off or flat on the P set of controls. EQ2, your mid control EQ control is off or flat. Is that a Roger?
Mid control EQ control is off or flat. Is that a Roger? Roger. P EQ2 level is 0.
Excellent. Then we move to 3. EQ3 should be 2.7 kilohertz plus 7. Let's go to plus 7. EQ3, 2.7 kilohertz and plus 7 on that control, Roger?
And plus 7 on that control, Roger? 2.7 kilohertz and plus 7 on PEQ3, yes, sir.
Roger did it, but it doesn't sound like you're at 2.7. So double check that. It should be 2700, 2.7 kilohertz, Roger?
2700, 2.7 kilohertz, Roger? Roger, 2700 hertz. Yes, sir, that's what I'm reading.
Okay, and there should be a width of 4 on that control, Roger?
Okay, and there should be a width of 4 on that control, Roger? Width of 4. Bandwidth went from 0 to 4. Now it's 4.
Oh, you sounded so much better. Thank you, thank you. All right, so now what I want you to do is give me about 10 seconds or 15 and tell me the best thing you like about your radio, Roger?
Seconds or 15, and tell me the best thing you like about your radio, Roger? Well, okay, 10 seconds. It's a lot of fun getting to know it. I've spent a lot of time reading the manual, and every time I do that, I learn something new. So anyway, and I've always liked all my radios. Started out with Nikon 118, then had an Eagle for about 12 years, and so I've had this for about 4 days. So it's all fun and exciting. I don't know. Maybe I like the new smell, AK4SQ.
Roger, just don't let the smoke out. All right. So I think it's sounding pretty good there. Let's see. So again, keep your ALC out so you can see that you're always in the sweet spot. Maybe just touch up on your mic level control if you need to be, so you easily can hit that sweet spot as much as possible. Roger, Roger? As much as possible. Roger, Roger?
Roger, and turn the gain up just a smidge, and I hope that's a sweet spot right there. I actually got a little closer to my mic. I don't know if that's good or bad. You can let me know.
Oh, yes, run it just like that, absolutely like that, Roger, Roger.
Oh, yes, run it just like that, absolutely like that, Roger, Roger. Okay, I'm closer still. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I'm too far away to start with. How beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's it right there. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,500, and I'll have it hopefully uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
And I'll have it hopefully hopefully uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Wow, that's great. Tell me how to get there again, please, AK4SQ.
Roger, Roger. YouTube. Go to YouTube and do a search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That's KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,500. Roger?
It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,500. Roger?
All right, Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, I believe it was, and logbook, and the cut 1 out of 3,500, AK4SQ.
Roger, Roger. And just remember that when you have your processor compressor on, that you'll be always on that P set of controls, Roger?
That you'll be always on that P set of controls, Roger?
Yes, sir, and I knew that for a little while and forgot it, but now I know it again, and thank you for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was wondering why we weren't making more progress, but to me, I think it does give you more control that way. But it sure does open up a possible can of worms at the same time, you know.
Possible can of worms at the same time, you know.
Of course. Yeah. Well, this is fantastic that you're doing this for me. I was lucky I stumbled across this, and again, thank you.
Yes, sir. My pleasure, sir. Dan, you have a good afternoon, a beautiful weekend, and if you get a chance, check back with us next Friday. We'd love to have you. 73, sir. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, and this is Jim, and I have Lou, N9GTO, my Elmer, with me. How about it, Lou?
You're amazing to me, Jim. What you do to people with radios is like Ray Charles reading a music book without eyes. You see things that I don't even understand. It's way over my head. You got him sounding unbelievable, and several people commented as well. So back to you, Jim. Praise on, my friend. You've done a hell of a job.
Roger, Roger. Well, you know, that probably one of the most, to me, I think, the biggest problems is that P set of controls that people don't understand when they're in the processor mode on, that the EQ shifts to that P set of controls, and so you have to be sure that you're doing that. Otherwise, you're just kind of EQing in the wind, and not a lot's happening. But anyway, so let's see who's out there. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
November 9 Kilo Delta Bravo.
November 9 Kilo Delta Bravo. Is that a Roger?
November 9 Kilo Delta Bravo. Is that a Roger?
Roger, Roger. The name here is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie, and it's 565 from here in Indianapolis.
Roger, Indiana. And Eric, what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger, Indiana. And Eric, what radio are you running today, sir?
I have an Icon 7300, good old Icon 7300 with a 781 microphone going into it.
All right, Eric, what I want you to do is give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system. Tell me about your antenna system, and let me see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Antenna system, and let me see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Roger. Well, right now we're running an end-fed 132-foot wire, 8010, with a 49-to-1 matching transformer. At the end, up about 25 feet here in the backyard, trying to dodge the HOA all the way. And it seems to be working so far. It works pretty good. And you're booming in here at a 20 over 9, over.
Roger there, Eric, and I just got you on my Kentucky SDR up around Cincinnati. You're doing about 15 over, so I got a really good copy on you. And if you want to set up that 7300, the first thing is to be sure that it's in that wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. 100 to 2900 lets that transmitter be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slash of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. Roger?
Flash of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. Roger?
And you can find that setting in settings, transmit sideband in transmit in that area.
Sideband in transmit in that area.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I checked. I'm good. I'm 1 to 2900. Over.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay, then move to your compressor processor, and we want that on at a 3. On at a 3. Roger, Roger.
On at a 3. On at a 3. Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Yep, we're good at 30%. Over.
Yes, sir. Now to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand. And as you say the word audio, we're not interested in the last half of that word. It's just the front part, audio. If you look at that word on a spectrum analyzer, it's just wall-to-wall harmonics. It's a beautiful sound to a set of radio. You become a human test tone generator. So as you say the word audio, adjust your mic level control until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. Roger?
ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. Roger?
Oh, Roger, Roger. Audio, 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 audio. Looks like, yeah, we're, I peaked there close to the top there. Let me back off a little bit here. Audio, audio, audio. Yeah, we're on about half to three-quarter. Over.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Now, what mic are you using on that radio?
Oh, Roger, Roger. Now, what mic are you using on that radio?
Yeah, it's the Hio PR781 boom.
Alrighty, we do suggest, when possible, to get a foam windscreen for those mics to avoid any distortion. The thing is, when you speak, there are wind currents coming out of your mouth that are 3 to 4 times stronger than the actual word that you're saying. So what we want to do is we want to rechannel those wind currents away from the mic element so they don't distort. And the thing that works beautifully for that is a foam windscreen. So at your possible convenience, they're available at your local music store, and they're like $5 or something, and just slip it on there, and that'll just dissolve the problem. Roger?
Just slip it on there, and that'll just dissolve the problem. Roger?
Oh, Roger, Roger. So I'm a little ahead of you there, Jim. I actually have one on here right now that I robbed off another microphone a long time ago, so already got that on there. Hopefully it's working for me. Over.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so now let's go to the EQ page, a tone control, I think they call it, and we want to, that's a 2-band EQ, and I want to go plus 4 on your treble EQ. From where you are, plus 4 additional treble boost from where you are. Roger?
Treble boost from where you are. Roger?
Okay, I was on plus 3 and I maxed it out at plus 5. Over.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so why don't you tell me about the best thing you like about your radio, and let me listen to you.
About the best thing you like about your radio, and let me listen to you.
Okay. Well, it's got a darn good receiver. Sure do get a lot of enjoyment out of it here. It seems to work better than most anything I've ever had here. And fits good on the desk. And if I want to go out and take it to a park somewhere, I can do that too. Over.
Yes, I think the bottom is fine, so I think your curve is just beautiful now. If you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,500, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger. 500, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Roger, Jim. I sure appreciate it, and thanks for the help. And and it's been a while. I think I talked to you a couple of years ago. I never have Friday off, and I made it a point today since I was on vacation to check in with you since I'd moved the radio and the setup and everything. I wanted to hear what you thought of it. Over.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, 7300 that's what you're listening to. My favorite radio, Roger. That's what you're listening to. My favorite radio, Roger.
Oh, Roger, yeah, they're little gems. But now they've got the new one coming out in several months here. It's going to be a little bit of an upgrade, I guess.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, I think, defer to Lou on that. I think he knows about what they're going to do with that radio, Roger. I think he knows about what they're going to do with that radio, Roger.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, they're. I think I heard 16 dB and better receiver sensitivity or something. HDMI out. You can put a filter in line on your receive and a copy CW on the screen. Over.
Oh, yes, sir. They missed the boat on that HDMI. That's the most transparent output that you could possibly have, and simplicity personified. I mean, HDMI out, just you can't beat that, Roger. And I think it's just everything that's on the radio that displays comes out on the HDMI, Roger. The radio that displays comes out on the HDMI, Roger.
Roger, you got that right. I saw Ray Novak on the other night, and he actually had one working in front of him and showing it off, and it was pretty cool. And as you get older, of course, it's going to be harder to see the smaller screen and the smaller items on it, so a nice monitor would sure come in handy for several.
Roger. All right, Eric, if you want to hear that audio, if you go to YouTube, do the call letter search KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger. And I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Oh, Roger, Jim. I sure appreciate it, and thanks again for the help. 7-3.
Roger, Eric 73, sir. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, and Lou Myelmer's with me today. Lou, you there?
Well, Eric, no, you can get 5 of those windscreens for $13.95 at Sweetwater. Yes, Jim, amazing audio. That 7300 is a winner, and can't wait to get my hands on the new one, the Mark II. N9 GTO, back to you, Jim.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. N9 KDB.
Roger. And gosh, have you heard any more about when they're going to release that new 7300, whatever the nomenclature is?
Kind of hoping it'd come out. Maybe 6 months later, the price would go down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to. But it is. I think it's $1,400 or $1,500. Over.
Roger. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, it could have been worse. A radio like that kind of jacked up from the original 7300. We're lucky it's not $2,000, Roger.
Well, I paid a lot for my first 7300. I think I paid $13.95. Yes,
sir. Roger. Well, yeah, but I just. Gosh, my 7300 just does such a beautiful job. Not worth the effort to, in my opinion, to switch radios. Probably the real connoisseur, is going to go for it. And then, if you can afford it, that's the great part about America. If you can afford it, do it. But us poor folks.
Well, it says here that there's 10 in stock. and they could ship one today from DX Engineering, but it doesn't give me the price, and I'm not sure why. But it says reservation, but they're saying there's 10 in stock.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. It could be. You know, I mean, it's out, right? I mean, it's being released. It's no longer beta, Roger.
That is true.
So they could have 10 in stock. I don't know. Somebody have to take them at their word and try it, see what they can do. Roger.
Jim, I'm going to give them a call right now. I'm going to ask them. I'm going to call them on the phone right now.
Yeah, it should take possession tomorrow at 8 a.m. Alrighty, this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Radio you want to check out, give me a shout. Lima, Charlie,
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Zulu Charlie. I'll check in. I'm kind of new to this, so just kind of exploring a little bit.
Echo Zulu Charlie, why don't you give me about 10 seconds and let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
And let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Roger that.
Go ahead and tell me about your antenna system for about 10 seconds, Roger.
You go ahead and tell me about your antenna system for about 10 seconds, Roger.
Give me 1 second. This portable antenna, vertical, with radio. MC750 portable HF vertical antenna.
Okay, station, give me that call sign one more time, slowly, phonetically.
Give me that call sign one more time, slowly, phonetically.
It's MC750 portable HF vertical antenna.
Now, give me your call sign. Give me your call sign slowly, phonetically.
Give me your call sign. Give me your call sign slowly, phonetically.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Zulu Charlie.
Echo Zulu Charlie, Roger. What's the name?
Echo Zulu Charlie, Roger. What's the name?
Marvin. Marvin.
Roger, Marvin, and where are you located, sir?
Roger, Marvin, and where are you located, sir?
I'm east of Detroit in Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan.
Roger, and what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger, and what radio are you running today, sir?
I have the Yaesu FT991A. This is my first rig. I've just been on the radio for a handful of weeks at this point. I tested all the way through to extra, so I also have my extra, but that's pending because, the FCC is pretty much shut down right now.
All right, sir, are you fairly familiar with that radio? All right, sir, are you fairly familiar with that radio?
Digging through it as we speak. I've been going through trying to find conversations, trying to work on filtering, and trying to find ways to get everything clearer on here. I've been through pretty deep into the menu. I just ran across your conversations and started listening, and when you opened up anyone to check in, I figured I'd check in. So here I am. Like I said, I'm trying to figure this rig out, figure out my antenna setup. I don't know if there's any other adjustments I need to do with my antenna itself. I did set it for 40 meter. Hopefully that part of it's fine. I don't know if I need to add radio. Just looking for feedback whenever I can get it.
Roger. Okay, let's go for a setup there. First thing is that a newer radio or an older radio?
Setup there. First thing is that a newer radio or an older radio?
Repeat that last.
Is that a newer radio or an older radio, Roger?
Is that a newer radio or an older radio, Roger? Brand new.
Okay, so what we want to do is be sure that we're in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, TBW, 100 to 2900. You'll find that in settings, transmit sideband in that area, Roger. 100 to 2900 on your transmit bandwidth, Roger.
100 to 2900 on your transmit bandwidth, Roger. Repeat, where do I find those settings at?
All right, in settings, you know where you have the wrench and the hammer or whatever across each other, that's settings. You want transmit, sideband, and in that area, Roger?
Sideband, and in that area, Roger?
Might be better to take notes, Roger.
Got my width set. Might be better to take notes, Roger.
Maybe take notes.
Did you catch the last? I have my width currently. Maybe take notes. 100 hertz.
He's still talking.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we keep doubling there. So did you find your transmit bandwidth and that 100 to 2900 possibility, Roger?
And that 100 to 2900 possibility, Roger? I believe so. In my menu, I have a width setting, and right now it's set at 2400.
All right, so we want that to be 100 to 2900, Roger. 100 to 2900 on your transmit bandwidth.
Roger. 100 to 2900 on your transmit bandwidth. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for it.
All right. Most modern radios will give you a selection of 3 different transmit bandwidths, but we want that wide one, 100 to 2900, Roger.
Wide one, 100 to 2900, Roger.
Tell you what, Marvin, maybe let's just take notes. Can you do that? We'll just take notes?
Yeah, let's just take notes. Can you do that? We'll just take notes? Yeah, I can do that. All right, I did write that down, 100 to 2900 bandwidth.
Yes, sir. Okay, then to your compressor processor, we want that on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Compressor processor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Just a token amount there, Roger.
10 or 30 out of 100. Just a token amount there, Roger. Copy that.
All right, then into your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the word audio, you become a human test tone generator. And you're looking at your ALC meter and your hands on your mic gain control. And as you say the word audio, adjust your mic level control until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter as you become a human test tone generator, as you say the word audio and adjust your mic level control until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3, whichever comes first.
Is running 7 or 2/3, whichever comes first. Copy that.
Okay, so then why don't you tell me about your antenna system there? Tell me what you like about your radio for about 10 or 15 seconds, and let me listen to your audio, Roger?
Radio for about 10 or 15 seconds, and let me listen to your audio, Roger? Okay, so with the radio, I've been able to find quite a few videos on it, so I've been able to learn the ins and outs. I learned how to program it. I've programmed some of my local repeaters. Right now I'm trying to really kind of teach myself how to get good signals on simplex. So that's why I've been scrolling from signal to signal, just trying to find some places I can make adjustments. And some of the stuff I don't really speak on, and just go into some of these conversations and just try to see if I can make adjustments to get a clearer signal.
Roger, Roger. Okay, Marvin. So what we want to do there is we're going to your equalization control, equalizer, tone control, whatever they call it, equalizer. If it's a 3-band equalizer, we want to be sure that the mid-range is flat or off. If you have 3 basic controls, bass, mids, and treble, we want the mids to be flat, plus or minus 0. Roger?
To be flat, plus or minus 0. Roger? Roger that.
Okay, so then we want to move to your treble control, and I want to do plus 4 clicks boost from where you are, plus 4 clicks boost from where you are. And if you can adjust the frequency of your treble control, we want that at 2.7 kilohertz. 2.7 kilohertz on your treble control, and plus 4 from where you are, plus 4 additional clicks from where you are. Roger, boost.
Plus 4 additional clicks from where you are. Roger, boost. Yep, no problem. Plus 4 boost, frequency, 7 kilohertz.
Okay, so then if you can control the width of that treble control, we want the width to be a 4. If you can control the width, we want a 4 on your 2.7 kilohertz treble control, plus 4 on your, no, not plus 4, but just a 4 width control. Roger?
Not plus 4, but just a 4 width control. Roger?
Yes, Marvin, you still there?
Yes, Marvin, you still there? I'm still there. I copy. I've got that down.
All right, so give me. I'm getting some trash on the frequency. Why don't you tell me about your antenna system for about 10 seconds, and let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger. Okay, I just want the clear.
All right, I think I've got you better there. I'm not real sure. I need a little more time, but that's all right. I'll go with what we got there. So let's see. What I want you to do is maybe tell me something I don't know for about 10 seconds or so, and let me listen to your audio again.
No, for about 10 seconds or so, and let me listen to your audio again. Okay, well, on my day-to-day, I'm an electrical contractor around the city of Detroit and Metro Detroit area. We're constantly doing a lot of new things, EV chargers, solar, as well as just all-around building electrical.
Roger, Roger, Marvin. Well, gosh, I'll leave you to crank in those numbers, and maybe you can get back next Friday, and we can see how all those numbers do. In the meantime, if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording, and it'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3500, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
500, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger? Roger that. And can you give me kind of what your what we're what your program is. Just like I said, I just ran across you while I was strolling through the neighborhood.
Roger, Roger. This is the Qso-Vlog network. The call is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. So what you want to do if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Recording, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger. Copy that. Thanks.
Roger, Roger, Marvin, 73, sir. I think you're sounding pretty good, but you crank in those numbers, and I think you'll sound better. 73, and have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
It's Jim, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm on my local antenna now. Go ahead.
I said it was amazing. I could not hear him locally here in southern Indiana.
Yes, sir. Well, that's the advantage of the SDRs. I can move around. That one, he was coming in best on that Kentucky SDR up around Cincinnati, Roger.
Must be in a really good location.
Yes, sir. That's getting to be one of my favorites. Of course, the PA is my all-time favorite, Roger.
Yeah, Mike's K3FEF has a new one now that it shows up like a screen on a radio, and it's easier for people to use, but it still works just as good. It's more like a radio function.
Roger, Roger. Well, I'm really familiar with the old ways, so hopefully he will keep that one going, Roger.
Oh, yeah, he's going to keep them all going. He just added that to his forte.
Roger, Roger, Roger. All right, so let's see what else is going on here. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, KC9VKV, along with Lou, N9GTO, my Elmer. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Check out, give me a shout.
Got a weak station in there. Station, come back with your call sign one more time, please.
In there, station, come back with your call sign one more time, please. This is November 1, Charlie.
I think there's 2 or 3 stations in there, and I can't copy the call signs of any of them with all 3 there. Loudest one, take it and give me your call sign.
Loudest one, take it and give me your call sign. May I tell you who that is? But this is November 1, Charlie, Zulu, Zulu.
November 1, Charlie, Zulu.
Zulu, Zulu, got you there. What's the name?
Yes, that's me.
What's the name?
Zulu, Zulu, got you there. What's the name? Yeah, the name here. What's the name?
Name one more time, please.
Name one more time, please.
Yeah, the name here is Steve, Sierra, Tango, Echo, Victor, Echo.
Roger, Steve, and where are you located, sir?
Roger, Steve, and where are you located, sir?
Yeah, over here in Plant City, Florida. Plant City, Florida.
Roger, welcome. And what radio are you running, Steve?
Roger, welcome. And what radio are you running, Steve?
Well, I've only had it about a week. It's the Yaesu FT710.
FT710, Roger, Roger. All right, if you would be interested in our setup, it starts with you making sure you're in that wide transmit bandwidth, 100 to 2900. You'll usually have a selection of 3 different transmit bandwidths. We want the wide one, 100 to 2900. Let your transmitter be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation, Roger?
Daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation, Roger?
All right, very good. Give me a second to get there.
You're probably in that position already. I think that most people use that, most manufacturers use that as the default setting, but from time to time we run across radios that are set in lesser configurations. And what happens when you're in like 27, 25 or like that, what you're actually doing is rolling the top frequency response of your transmitter off. So that's why we want to be in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. It lets your transmitter be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation, Roger.
Daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation, Roger.
Yes. Well, I had made a change already on that. I was at the 300 to 2700. Now I'm at the 100 to 2900.
Excellent. That's just beautiful. All right, now let's move to your compressor processor. We want that on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Just to token them out, you'll never hear it on the air, but your compressor processor on and a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
And a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
Yeah, very good. That was on and it was at a 10, now it's at a 30.
Excellent. Okay, now move to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, we're not interested necessarily in the second half of that word. It's the part that we are interested in. You become a human test tone generator. And as you say the word and look at your ALC meter, we want you to manipulate your mic gain control until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter as you say the word audio and adjust with your mic level control. Roger?
Word audio and adjust with your mic level control. Roger?
Alrighty. It's probably going up to about a 9 or halfway, so you said adjust it. That's about it right there.
Yes, sir. We don't want to stress it too much. We want to say it as you would say any other word in a QSO. It's a reference tone to set a level is what it is. So as normal as you can make that without really stressing it, the better off we are as far as setting that normal level. Roger?
The better off we are as far as setting that normal level. Roger?
Okay. That's about the 7. Wait a minute, maybe. Right about there.
Yes, sir. It looks pretty good. I'm looking at your audio on a VU meter, so I can see exactly what's going on. I'm also looking at your audio on a spectrum analyzer. So we probably would need to. Do you know how to get to your EQ control, your EQ page, Roger?
EQ control, your EQ page, Roger?
I'll have to refresh my mind, but I already had made some changes there too. So, hang on a second. I'll try to remember that.
All right, and also remember that you're in the P set of controls because you have your compressor processor on. So if you have a P set of controls, we will be on those. Roger?
The P set of controls, we will be on those. Roger?
Yes, and okay, I do remember how to get there. Yep.
So let me know when you do get there.
Yeah.
So let me know when you do get there.
P parametric or whatever, the P.
Okay, so you're on the P controls, Roger?
Okay, you're on the P controls, Roger?
Roger.
Okay, so we want, is that a 3-band EQ that you have there?
Okay, so we want, is that a 3-band EQ that you have there?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we want that EQ2, the mids, to be flat or off. Flat or off on EQ2, the mid EQ control. Roger?
On EQ2, the mid EQ control. Roger?
Yeah, that would be like a level of 0 then, I would imagine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then move to your EQ3, which is your treble control. Can you set that frequency? Can you manipulate the frequency and give me a 2.7 kilohertz? Can you give me a 2.7 kilohertz on your treble EQ control 3?
2.7 kilohertz on your treble EQ control 3.
All right, it's there. It is at 2,700 hertz.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so I want you to go 4 clicks boost from where you are. 4 clicks boost from where you are. Roger?
From where you are. 4 clicks boost from where you are. Roger?
Well, I was already at 10. That's the highest it goes.
All right, well, I'll take that. Now, do you have a width control? Can you give me a 4 on that 2.7 kilohertz? A width of 4, Roger?
4 on that 2.7 kilohertz. A width of 4, Roger?
Yes, I can. It was at 5. Now it's at 4.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so what I want you to do is give me about 10 or 15 seconds and tell me the best thing you like about your radio.
About 10 or 15 seconds and tell me the best thing you like about your radio.
Alrighty, well, what do I like about it? I like the fact that you've got all these things that you can set and adjust. I like the fact that I can take out some noise a little bit better than some of the old. Yeah, so it definitely I can hear stations. Yeah, adjustments I make, I can hear stations that was a little more difficult to hear before. So that's probably the biggest thing I like about it.
Oh, roger that, roger that. Well, I wish I had a little bit better copy on you. I would say maybe we'll go down to that bass EQ number 1 and come up. First off, we want to put that in a width of 4, and we want to go plus 2 clicks boost on your bass with a width of 4, and the frequency is 200 hertz. 200 hertz on that EQ1, your bass control. So it's bass EQ1, 200 hertz plus 2, width of 4. Roger?
Hertz plus 2, width of 4. Roger?
Roger, roger. So yeah, the bandwidth was at 5. The frequency was 200, but I was at a -3. Now I'm at a -1.
All right, go ahead and bring that up to 0, plus or minus 0. Bring it up 1 click to plus or minus 0, Roger?
0. Bring it up 1 click to plus or minus 0, Roger?
Yeah, there it is. It's at 0 now.
Okay, so what kind of mic is that you're running?
Okay, so what kind of mic is that you're running?
Okay, I got a Turner Plus 3 desk mic.
Sounds pretty sounds pretty good for plus 3, Roger.
Sounds pretty good for plus 3, Roger.
I didn't know that there were any of those left. Those are from old CB days.
I didn't know that there were any of those left. Those are from old CB days.
Yeah, I found one used on eBay a few years ago when my SM8 quit on me. So I went ahead and picked this up. It was used. Well, of course it was used, right?
Yes, Roger, Roger. Well, it does have a upper mids kind of a ring to it, but all of those mics did, and it's not that disconcerting. It sounds really good, Roger.
That disconcerting. It sounds really good, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, on my ICOM 7200, I got some really good reports, but I haven't really sought out too many reports on this 710 yet. I did look at a couple internet things and kind of went in between a couple different suggestions that I saw on there, but I haven't really gotten any reports, so that's why I figured I'd come here.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Now, that's a powered mic. You're running an amp on that. That mic has a built-in amp, Roger?
You're running an amp on that. That mic has a built-in amp, Roger?
Correct. It takes a 9-volt battery.
Yes, sir. So the best way to set that up, so you don't overdrive your input to your radio, is put your internal volume control on a 5. Put your internal mic gain control on a 5, and then adjust your outboard gear for the proper level, and that gives you some headroom there before distortion. If you wind up with your internal mic gain at about a 1, then if you bring your mic gain up, your external mic gain up, you have a good possibility of overdriving the first stage in your mic preamp. So that's why we suggest putting your internal mic gain at a 5, and then adjusting your outboard gear for the proper level. Roger?
And then adjusting your outboard gear for the proper level. Roger?
Yeah, now is that a 5 if it goes from 0 to 10? Because this one's 10 times that. It goes from 0 to 100. I happen to have it at 49, and I just put it at 50.
Okay, Roger, that goes to 0 to 100. So ideally it would be 50, but you're at 40 something, so that's close enough. We just want it to work into a level that is far above your distortion point. Roger?
Level that is far above your distortion point. Roger?
Roger. That's probably what I figured in there. I wanted to, well, first of all, I figured to conserve the battery on the desk light, and I wanted to give it a point where I could, I could a third to a quarter of the way, probably about a quarter, so that gives me room to either go up or down a little bit if I needed to. I don't want to see DD.
Yeah, Roger. The best place is a 5. I would consider running it your internal mic gain control at a 5, and then we could go back to your ALC meter and reset that level use your outboard mic gain control to set that in the sweet spot. If you want to do that, we can do that now. Just put your internal mic gain control on the radio to a 5, and then go to your ALC meter as you say the word audio, and adjust your external mic gain control until you're in that sweet spot of 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter. Roger?
That sweet spot of 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter. Roger?
Sometimes it goes a smidgen above. Audio. I had to go down on it just a little bit. And now it's closest to, might still be a little bit high. Audio right there.
Alrighty, Steve. I think you got it there, sir. I wish I had a better copy on you, but yeah, it is what it is. If you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do the call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,500, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
100. And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger, so that was Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor.
Roger, name is Jim, Juliet India Mike. So when you go to YouTube, just do that call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. Roger?
Followed by the word logbook will take you to this recording. Roger?
Roger, very good. I'll do that. Look around there and see, and then tomorrow sometime be uploaded. That sounds good. I'd love to hear it. Thank you very much. I heard you a week or so ago when I first got the radio, and then somebody also mentioned you. That's why I put it on my calendar, because I got to get in here next week. Good. Well, thank you much. It'd be interesting, and I'm sure myself and others appreciate what you do.
Roger, Steve. Well, gosh, 73 that way. So if you get a chance, join us next Friday, and we'll see what's going on there. If you crank in some more numbers, or whatever. I think you pretty much cranked them in as we went. But if you get a chance to join us next Friday, we'd love to have you. 73, sir. And with that, if you participated in today's broadcast and want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. Even though YouTube may not say that's true, it is. Sometimes YouTube doesn't know everything. And many times they're in back of the curve of what's really happening. So anyway, let me say 73, and we got to get out of here. So we'll return the frequency back to normal amateur radio use, and we're going to thank our Elmer N9GTO Lou for being with us this afternoon, and we will be returning the frequency back to normal amateur radio use. This is KC9VKV clear.
Radio use. This is KC9VKV clear.
TO clear as well.